Someone there? Oh, it's you. Hello again, sweetheart. How are you feeling? That's wonderful to hear. Thank you for letting me know. I'm still under the weather, sadly. Terribly sorry about this. I know that you were feeling a bit, just a little bit sickly before Christmas started, but looks like it seemed to have hit me a bit harsher. But that's alright, all will be well. I really appreciate you visiting me. You really didn't have to let me take your bed, of course. I mean, it is yours. I've got my own down in the servants' quarters. My own little personal room, as you know, but I guess I'm not quite used to being on the receiving end of a bit of pampering from being under the weather and ill. But I am very much appreciative of all of this. Thank you very much. Can't thank you enough, of course. You've been quite the blessing. Well, more than just quite. Oh, did you get me a drink as well? Oh, you shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. You don't have to worry about me. I just need some extra rest on this day. Well, Boxing Day is there for servants to take a rest after all, so it's only appropriate that I spend this time just looking after myself. But again, I am so grateful. Let me just get myself a bit of a drink in my system. Oh, I feel a little bit better already, thank you. Are you wanting to keep me company a bit? I mean, I certainly wouldn't be against that, so long as you're alright with that. Alright then. Well, is there anything you'd like to chat about? Actually, I was just wondering if you enjoyed Christmas. That's going to be the most important thing here. Have you enjoyed your holidays? Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for letting me know. And I hope that my gift for you was especially wonderful too. Oh, it's the least I could have done for you. Well, I suppose there's that little surprise painting alongside the one I made on the coast. I thought that I'd make another one for you in the meantime, but I'm so glad you enjoyed that too, and also the gift that you got me. That little photo of us in the frame. I keep it right beside my bed in my quarters. Always puts a smile on my face before I go to bed, and right after I wake up, it's always putting a smile on my face when I see that, so thank you ever so much. It really is wonderful. And it was quite a celebration as well. All the people there were clearly having the time of their lives, I could tell. I really appreciate the help that you threw in as well. I also really appreciate the help when we were preparing the Christmas meal for everyone as well. I'd like to think it went down swimmingly. There were so many delicious treats to dine on. Oh my. I must say it is easily one of the best meals I've had all year. What about the dessert afterwards? I thought mix it up either with a bit of traditional Christmas pudding, but also the something a bit more approachable, the chocolate cake with custard. Which did you get again? Oh, of course, yes, I remember now. Well, I admit I tried to sample a bit of both. I was quite surprised by the Christmas pudding, the fruity flavors combined with the what was it that went alongside? Was the brandy custard, was it, or brandy cream, something like that? I've never tasted anything quite like it before. I mean, it's quite rich, but it was still very flavoursome, very enjoyable. So most wonderful indeed, and well, I've tried chocolate cake before with custard, but it's one of those simple but delicious sorts of desserts. So I had a bit of both, and both were ever so wonderful. I can't decide which one I enjoyed the most, but it was certainly enjoyable to, well, enjoy what is essentially my first ever Christmas. I've never had such a gathering before. That's true. Where I'm from, we don't really have Christmas. We never really taken part in any kind of fanciful holidays, as my kin often described it as, fanciful, and never seemed to be any use to them. It's always something has to be practical, something always has to be having a purpose, having some kind of deliberate sort of meaning, anything like that. It's just something that I'm glad to have gotten away from. Besides, it put so many smiles on people's faces. Especially enjoyed the Christmas quiz as well. I admit it was quite a tricky one for myself, but, well, being paired up with you, I think we made a pretty good team. Where did we come again? I think it was 3rd place. Yes, it was a 3rd place, wasn't it? I suppose you could have tackled all the pop culture references and whatnot, while I was a bit more akin to things like the questions about nature and wildlife and things like that. So I think we still made a really good team. Who was it again who wrote the questions? Oh, yes, of course, yes. Excellent job, I must say. Excellent job. So, brownie points there. Ooh, it's still a bit chilly out there. I just hope that, well, all of this ickiness and illness hitting me so early on today. I mean, I know that I was showing signs on the day, but I tried to muscle through it, and I appreciated that you let me take your bed and let myself just get all snuggly and warm and whatnot. Well, I'll just try and make sure that I get all the rest I can, so I'll be back at it tomorrow with working and getting everything sorted. Has everyone been alright with clearing up all the, the dirty pots and pans and cutlery from the festivities without me? Oh, that's relief. I'll try and work double time. I'll work twice as hard, just to catch up with everyone. No, I insist. I'll try and make sure that I'm most definitely feeling alright, and then I'll try and work a bit harder to catch up with everyone. How does that sound? Yes, absolutely. Alright. Can't put down a workaholic like myself. I just want to keep supporting you in any way I can, as I always say. Alright then, alright. Well, if everyone's alright with all of that, then I guess there's no problems here, no complaints here, not one bit. Still, I am very grateful nonetheless, very grateful for the wonderful day we've had, so thank you so much for letting me be a part of the festivities. Oh, certainly. Again, everything I could do for you is the very least I could do. You know, the cooking, the preparation, the quizzes together, and the surprise kiss under the mistletoe as well. That was a sneaky move on my part, I admit. But then again, you did pull a little surprise gift on me first as well, remember, when we were exchanging the gifts, and you told me about the other second surprise gift that you'd only give if I closed my eyes, you cheeky. What a wonderful day. Absolutely wonderful day it was. I'm glad that we got all those photos and videos of everyone enjoying themselves, and I really hope we can have an equally as special Christmas party next year. Most certainly. That would be a wonderful, wonderful experience to have all over again. So I'm certainly looking forward to that. Oh, I guess I'm getting a bit sleepy again. You don't have to stay by my side. It's perfectly fine if you want to go about your way and whatnot. Alright then, alright. Only if you're comfortable with it. I know that you've already had your illness and it wasn't too hard, so I doubt you're going to be catching it again, but even then... Oh, you don't have to stroke my head. Oh, you really do pamper me like a puppy, don't you? Oh, you really do, and... Oh, I can't say no now that you're already stroking me on the head, and I gently feel like I'm drifting away into slumber myself. So this is what it must feel like every time I do it for you. So this is what it indeed is feeling like. It's a wonderful feeling. Doubly so because you're doing it for me. So thank you, beloved. As I say, you really are a blessing. Couldn't have had a more wonderful gift in my life. Most wonderful, wonderful gift indeed. I suppose I'm going to be drifting off into another nap, so nighty-night to you, sweetheart. Would you like a hug? Oh, certainly. Biggest hug for you as well. At this rate, if you're gonna be laying next to me, you're gonna fall asleep along with me during my nap. If that's what happens, I hope you have a most wonderful rest and a wonderful Boxing Day as well. Sweetest of dreams to you, sweetheart. Sweetest.